Everyone yawns. Numerous theories have been put up by scientists to explain the precise source of this occurrence. Yawns are typically associated with fatigue or boredom. Studies on various mammals have revealed that they yawn more frequently when they are sleeping or resting, including sea lions. Recent studies indicate that yawning may have vital physiological or social purposes beyond just indicating fatigue. Why do we yawn? The reason why we yawn is still a subject of debate among scientists. Some scientists contend that yawning has physiological benefits, such as assisting the brain's cooling or awakening processes. Others contend that yawning has a psychosocial purpose, allowing people to express their boredom or stress. Theory 1. When we are bored or exhausted, yawning stimulates the brain. According to one idea, yawning may assist in keeping the brain alert when engaging in dull or inactive activities. The facial and neck muscles have to move in order to yawn. According to researchers, this movement may stimulate the carotid artery, increasing pulse rate and causing the production of chemicals that help people stay awake. According to experts, yawning may also have a direct impact on brain activity by causing brain fluid to migrate from a resting network to a more active one. Similar to the effects of caffeine, yawning also causes the skin's electrical conductivity to rise. Since caffeine increases vigilance, researchers hypothesize that the comparable physiological reaction suggests that both serve the same purpose. Adding further evidence to this theory are the types of activities during which yawning is more likely to occur. For example, people are more likely to yawn when they are engaged in a more passive activity, like driving, watching television, or listening to a lecture. When they are doing something more active, such as cooking or talking, they are less likely to yawn. Theory number 2. Yawning promotes brain cooling. Brain thermoregulation, or the process through which the brain maintains its internal temperature, may be facilitated by yawning. The facial muscles tighten and move as you yawn, improving blood flow to the face where heat can escape more quickly. When someone yawns, their eyes may water and maybe produce heat. A deep breath of fresh air can also perhaps assist in delivering cooled blood to the brain. The thermoregulation theory has been supported by preliminary investigations of humans and animals, while additional research is still required. For instance, parakeets yawned more when the outside temperature rose, especially when it approached their body temperature. In a human investigation, participants watched videos of people yawning while having either a warm pack or an ice pack applied to their foreheads. In response to the videos, individuals using a warm pack yawned more, and those using an ice pack yawned less. Was also demonstrated in another study to affect yawning. Participants applied a heated, cooled, or room temperature pack to the neck's carotid artery. Then they removed it and watched a video of people yawning after holding it in place for 5 minutes. 3 times as often as those with the cool pack, those with the warm pack yawned. This also supported the idea that yawning is a kind of thermoregulation. One study, for instance, asked participants to estimate how frequently they yawned in the summer and the winter. The subjects were considerably more likely to report yawning in the hotter summer months, the researchers discovered. After controlling for factors like humidity and sleep, this association remained strong. Those who suffer from certain illnesses that raise the body's core temperature, such as multiple sclerosis, anxiety, or stroke, may discover that yawning momentarily eases their symptoms. These circumstances frequently result in excessive yawning, which may be a normal reaction to heat exhaustion. Theory number 3 is that contagious yawning is related to empathy. There is general consensus that yawning is contagious. People frequently yawn themselves when they see or hear others yawn. A yawn might be brought on by reading or even thinking about yawning. Yawning is contagious, which suggests that it may be an empathetic reaction that facilitates communication between people and other mammals. According to brain imaging studies, when a person observes someone yawn, activity in the areas of the brain linked to empathy and social behavior increases. When that individual yawns, in other words, when someone sees a friend or family member yawn, they are more likely to yawn themselves than a stranger or an acquaintance. Humans yawn from the time they are infants, but they do not become sensitive to contagious yawning until they are between the ages of 4 and 5, when they have built the cerebral connections necessary to comprehend how other people feel. On the other hand, conditions that impair social skills, including schizophrenia or autism spectrum disorder, also appear to limit contagious yawning. Although fatigue still seems to play a larger role, those who score higher on selfishness, callousness, and other antisocial personality traits are also less likely to yawn in reaction to others' yawns. The empathy theory of yawning has been studied in the animal world as well. Like humans, dogs only demonstrate contagious yawning around the age of 7 months, when they have reached the developmental stage where they can notice others and understand their emotional state. The emotional bond between a dog and the person yawning does not, however, impact the dog's propensity to yawn. This discovery has caused some academics to doubt the idea that yawning and empathy are related. 4. Additional hypotheses about why we yawn. Your eustachian tubes, which link your throat to your ear, are aided in opening by yawning. The painful pressure buildup that happens when the ear does not have enough time to equalize, such as when a plane is landing. That said, since swallowing achieves the same purpose, scientists do not believe this is the primary reason we yawn. An earlier notion suggested that people yawn because their brains are not getting enough oxygen. When there was more carbon dioxide in the blood than oxygen, the theory went, yawning assisted in bringing in fresh oxygen to the brain. Scientists have abandoned this notion since research has revealed that yawning does not increase as carbon dioxide levels rise in the body. What amount of yawn is too much? There isn't a universal agreement on how much yawning is excessive, although some professionals believe it's odd to yawn more than 3 times in a 15-minute period without a clear reason. Up to 28 times a day, typically right after waking up and right before bed, the average person yawns. Sighing in. Yawning in the absence of tiredness, boredom, contagion, or other typical cues is also considered abnormal and may indicate an underlying disorder. Excessive yawning may be caused by damage to the parts of the brain involved in yawning. Too much yawning can be a sign of neurological conditions such as stroke, Parkinson's disease, epilepsy, migraine, multiple sclerosis, brain tumor or swelling. Occasionally, certain medications like benzodiazepines, opioids, antidepressants, and dopaminergic medicines might also make you yawn. Excessive yawning is also more common in people with sleep disorders including insomnia or obstructive sleep apnea, OSA. When to consult a physician about yawning. Yawns are typical reactions to watching someone else yawn or to feelings of fatigue, boredom, hunger, or stress. Consult your doctor if you find that you are yawning more often than normal and are unsure of the cause. If you frequently yawn due to inadequate sleep or have daytime sleepiness, you should also see a doctor. To determine what is causing your yawning and to prescribe a course of action, your doctor will interview you and, if necessary, order tests. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It helps our channel grow to send you better and longer videos.